All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 10 of the Dunk Dynasty Podcast. Back in action, a little bit of a milestone. We hit the decade mark with these episodes, finally into double digits. We're back again, back in action. Got myself, Panache and Yashanu. We've got Trey Mitchell, Trigger Trey, back in action. Jed Mitchell, back-to-back episodes. He's here. Missing Ethan, but it's all right. Trio, quad, doesn't matter. Every single week, we are coming at you with 2 episodes a week. So we're rocking and rolling, fellas. What's happening? What's good?
Another good week of the NBA. We had the trade deadline. Some say it wasn't the best, but I think we've just been spoiled the last couple of years with the trade deadline with big name players being traded. We were expecting a little bit more big trades to happen, like DeJounte Murray and Zach LaVine, but we'll get into more later in the episode.
We got let down, man. I feel like we got let down a little bit. All this, maybe we're spoiled, but I thought there was a little bit of hype here. People telling us, this guy's going to move, this guy's going to move. Lakers wise, I wanted us to get DeJounte. We got no one, so that's sick. So we're looking real good.
Hey, there was like 30 second round picks that got traded. I don't know if you don't get hyped for that. You're not a true fan. I love it. I love a drafting trade.
You might find a Jokic, bro. You never know. You might find a Jokic in there somewhere, and then all of a sudden, 2024, this pick that I talk smack about could be the guy who leads a team to a championship. But as we look at it, NBA trade deadline, finally came upon us. We're kind of discussing it a little bit here, but overall scope of things, winners and losers as we assess. What do we think? Who do you think won? Who do you think lost? A lot of deals happened, even though it wasn't the big key players we thought. But what do we think? Who's our winners and losers?
I might have to shock everyone here, but I think the Mavericks won. Like everyone goes on about the Knicks not giving up a first for Bogdanovich or whatever.
Yeah.
Getting Alec Burks. I watched the Mavericks game today, and geez, Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington. Luka was throwing lobs left, right, and center. He took He only had to take 14 shots to get 30 points. Like they just made it easier for him against the Thunder too, who had been playing so good this year.
Like one of the top seeds. Yeah, that's a good trade. I look at that. I'm like, that's a good trade because that team, like a lot of people, we were talking about it last time to say we're complaining to say the Mavs aren't making moves. They're not doing anything to really build around Luka. Then all of a sudden, they're not making additional moves other than Kyrie. But now come in, get these bigs. It's good as well because now you need bigger bodies because Lively was going down a little bit with injuries. And then also you think about it, if you play those teams with, bigger teams like the Timberwolves or if you play the Nuggets, now you've got additional body and Gafford to come in there. Washington's not as big a body to guard centers, but I'd rather have Gafford and Lively in a series against like a Timberwolves and Nuggets. So that's a good move. And bro, like you say, Luka, more people to dime to. And now I feel like they get 48 minutes of what Luka likes to play with, which is big men who can roll hard, catch lobs, and for him opens up his space because if he gets trapped, boom, lob it up, catch and dunk.
What about the Grant Williams drama? You see that? The report that they soured on him? Like that was like I've never been a fan.
He started wearing Jason Tatum's shoes. Like, of course you're gonna get your ass traded.
Yeah. I don't know.
Apparently he's like a locker room just like annoyance. Like I don't know what they just didn't go into detail, but they said he's annoying in there.
It's probably
like seen it. We should have seen it come in though. Deuce wouldn't dap up Grant Williams in the locker room.
That was the sign.
The Deuce radar was going off.
Yeah, he knew something we didn't know early doors, Far out, bro.
The Mavs crowd was going insane today watching, like, they looked so excited. Well, they sounded so excited with, like, Gafford was getting standing ovation when he was getting all these offensive rebounds over, like, Chet and stuff. It was actually so good to watch. I feel like I'm a Mavericks fan now,
Damn, you might need to pick them for the playoffs since the Wizards won't make it. You can get a little bit of an allowance, get a pass, a hall pass to be a Mavs fan in the playoffs.
Don't rule out the Wizards just yet.
Late season.
I think they've already got a cross beside their team.
Oh, My winner, I've got the 76ers. Well, it's a combination of trade and buyout because I felt like Buddy Hield was the guy for a lot of teams. A lot of teams need another shooter who can create for himself as well. And boom, Buddy Hield, go to Philly, go out there, space the floor. Once they get healthy, once they get Embiid back, once they get Maxey all healthy, I feel like these guys will make a nice little push to end the season. And I felt like, yeah, Buddy Hield was my guy. I wanted him to come to Lakers 2 years ago. Pelinka didn't want to pull the trigger, and now he's going to a team that pulled the trigger for him, paid up. I think Philly are looking very good, which I'll expand upon when we discuss our buyout stuff as well.
Yeah. Can't forget about the Knicks, though. That's class, you know. Bogdanovich and what's the name? And Alec Burks. They're really like tooling up for that deep playoff run. I've got a little friend.
I'd be.
Are you backing them? Are you backing the Knicks to make a run?
I'm backing them to maybe make a run for the finals, and I feel like they're like slowly building year on year, and it's just class because the Knicks were such a tragic franchise for so long. But like, yeah, you think about it, it's Bogdanovich. I'm not saying it wrong, eh?
Yeah, Bogdanovich.
Yeah. He'll close. Yeah. He's clutch. He's old, but he's clutch. He's like he's a killer. He's a big body as well. He's not going to be a negative on defense. He's not going to be a plus, but he's just going to be a guy who can hold his own, you know. And Alec Burks, he can make shots. I feel like they're well tooled.
I feel like the finals, like especially on the East, I feel like it's you got the Celtics, but they've been looking pretty like shoddy lately too. Like I don't know, yeah. You get the Cavs on a good run. I reckon the Cavs could beat the Celtics, like especially with how they're playing at the moment.
I don't know. I feel like the Cavs, like there is always a team in the NBA that is streaking for the last month. I feel like Cavs are just that team. I don't expect because you got to remember, like they also were a little bit blessed where like they had certain injuries in certain positions, which allowed them to play like a more like a play style that was more beneficial towards winning. When they've had Garland and Donovan Mitchell on the court at the same time, it's not really been that pretty. It's looking pretty good at the moment with all of them back, but it's I feel like over time those same issues will start to pop up again. Same with Allen and Mobley. Like they're just a clunky team that I just I'd be surprised if they.
But they've got the defense to beat the Celtics, so.
I don't know if they have the defense to beat them. Like they really don't. Like they can shoot the ball, but in a 7-game series, like, no way. I know. Like Mobley has to defend out on the perimeter. He's not going to defend inside. Jarrett Allen, same thing. He's not going to be defending inside. He'll have to defend out on the perimeter because he'll be guarding Porzingis. So I'm like, the shot blocking gets completely negated, and none of those. Like Donovan Mitchell's never been a good on-ball defender. Like you look back at that series against the Clippers back in the day, people roast Gobert and say, "Oh, it was him because they were giving up threes." Well, actually, like. Mitchell's not a very good on-ball defender. And if he has to guard Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, like, bro, good luck, bro. You're not going to do very well there.
And he like diverts to hero ball too much. That's what I think they struggle. Well, what Donovan Mitchell teams have struggled with in the playoffs is sometimes he's so good that they just try to go with it, and it's not really the
he usually plays pretty well in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But if you go back to your team, your winner, Jed, who's your winning team? Your winning team for the deadline?
The Knicks.
So you got Knicks. Okay.
Well, the trade deadline and just the whole trade season, because you got to remember they also got OG Anunoby. Like I feel like the team that's gotten like improved the most through trades this year has to be the Knicks.
Do you call championship for them, like based off the trades? But finals. Sorry. We are Eastern Conference Finals, let's say, instead.
I feel like they have a good playoff series this year. They earn the right to make moves to make a real go at it. I'd love to see them Western Conference Finals, but for me, I don't really see anyone but the Celtics or the Bucks or possibly a healthy 76ers coming out of the East. I'm not going to rule the Bucks out just yet. I know a lot of people hating on the Bucks, but
I have the Knicks in the same situation as the Raptors were in a couple of years ago, where I think this season, I think Julius Randle's done no matter what, because I just don't. I think look at the way that they've played in some of the games without him, and then I think in the playoffs when everyone's playing, like I said, I just don't trust Julius Randle. I don't like his style of play in the playoffs. Like what you show me twice, you'll show me a third time this year. I have no doubt about it, and I think after this postseason, they'll pull the trigger, get rid of Randall, they'll bring someone else in. And I think that someone else, depending on who it is the person that will help them get closer to. I just don't know if it'll get them to the promised land, but it'll get them much closer than Julius Randle, in my opinion.
LeBron. Hey?
He was wearing the Knicks towel after the game.
Julius Randle for the Lakers homecoming. You know?
Oh my God. You know what? Wouldn't mind. Well, that means I have to become a Knicks fan, which would be tough, but I don't mind it. Spike Lee, I got James Dolan out there. You know, I've got there's a lot of superstars out there. So I'll go from LA to New York. I don't mind it.
Charles Oakley on the bench.
I don't think he's allowed in the arena. So
yeah,
maybe get a new owner when LeBron comes over there.
James Dolan be beefing.
When LeBron comes in, yeah, maybe use some of those bullies to buy the team, maybe.
Yeah. Nah, but imagine, I feel like you might feel uncomfortable being a Knicks fan, but imagine those parades. Imagine the scenes if Knicks get a championship, because, Knicks faithful. They've been waiting for it.
You can't give New York nice things. We saw that when Kyson did that stream out on New York Boulevard, and they all came out and trashed and rioted all of New York. You can't give New York nice things. That's why I'm like, I don't know if you can give them a championship, because they might come out there, trash the city, bro. But looking at some other teams that made some nice little sneaky not under the radar, but Thunder got Gordon Hayward, which I thought was another pretty good deal. I think that's a nice little additional wing player to have in there, particularly looking at how that team is structured, but the way that they play Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey in the playoffs, I don't think is going to be very useful or successful, and I think he's going to be played off the court. And I think that's when Gordon Hayward is going to be a perfect fit, because if teams are leaving Josh Giddey open and able to double team on Shea, that's not going to help you. And you probably don't want your center defending Josh Giddey. Like, you don't want, if you're OKC, you don't want the other team's center being able to guard Giddey. You want to have Chet Holmgren going up against the other team's center and using your ability to open up the floor by shooting the three or taking them one-on-one. So I think that's a good deal.
Yeah. What's that? He's going to go from the slob wizard to the log wizard, riding the pine.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Is there any hope for Giddey? I mean, he's got
to be fair, he's got some elite parts of his game. Like, you watch any of the inbounds plays, like, it is god tier. I feel like he
doesn't make up for 4-on-5 basketball.
Was that?
That doesn't make up for 4-on-5 basketball.
No, but late game, I feel like you need an inbound. You're probably still going to use Giddey, even if he's riding the bench.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it gives you ability to be useful there, because you don't want him on the court being the one receiving it. So it's a good pass to the inbound. You're right.
What's the name? The main part about this trade, it just lowers the risk on Giddey, really. Because you can ride with Giddey, you can put all your resources in trying to get him into the team. And if it doesn't work out, you can just slot Hayward in there to finish games. It's not like now you're not like, oh fuck, we're one of our best players down, because you got Gordon Hayward, who's 33 years old and he's been and done it. I feel like it's a good thing. And Gordon Hayward must be loving this. Escape the Hornets,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, and plus he might be able, maybe he does what Westbrook does.
Was that?
Maybe he does what Westbrook does. Do you reckon?
He was going to sign another bag if he stayed with the Hornets, for sure.
Another bag? I don't think that. Yeah.
I reckon he's at the career, what do you call it, that point in your career where you want to get a chip. So I think he's going to do like what Westbrook did. Take one of those sort of deals, 2-year, $15 million deal. And then second year, you get the player option. I reckon that's a nice deal for him on that OKC team, especially for a guy like Hayward. You bring in that experience that you have. You know that you're going to get consistent minutes on that team. Probably not as much as you did when you were a starter, but he'll get in that 20-minute to 30-minute range. He's going to be useful for them as well. And look at the team, the way that they're building, potential.
They did trade Trey Mann could be interesting in this trade. I've always rated him. He just kind of, with Casey Wallace having way higher defensive upside, I feel like, Trey Mann just fell out of the rotation. The Hornets did get some nice pieces in this, with
Yeah. I feel like they were a loser of the.
What do you mean? They got off the money. They got off the money. But
and plus, you take a flyer on Trey Mann. That's a good flyer, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Micic as well.
So it's like
you got Grant Williams, who's ass.
No, well, the thing is, Grant Williams is I think I do rate Grant Williams. I think he's a good player. And I think they also got Seth Curry. So you got Seth Curry in there as well. So next season, obviously, now you kind of have LaMelo Ball able to come back with a pretty all right team. You've got, when he comes back, you have Grant Williams, you have Seth Curry. Obviously, they're not going to make a freaking playoff run. We know that for sure. But it gives us a good opportunity to assess him playing with some better. No, well, he's got to play with their better talent with Gordon Hayward in Washington, but I like to see him play with another guard in there who can shoot the ball. Maybe Grant Williams is a pretty good defender. Then you have Mark Williams as well, Miles Bridges if they can re-sign him, which probably is not going to happen. But Brandon Miller,
weirdly enough, he gets buckets sometimes. You look at the box score after a game, because I'm not watching Hornets games. I'm not going to lie to you. I have to watch the box score on those ones. But you look at it after, oh damn, he's got 44. Nice.
How did he have that, by the way? Like, his game is so fascinating. I like seeing him because when the times when they played on ESPN over here in New Zealand, I got to watch, I think earlier this season. They might have played, I think it was his fifth game back. He's got 20, 25 points, but it's just so, it's pretty nice to watch. It's just weird though, because for a guy his size, after watching that first season when he was a rookie and even the second year, he didn't look like he was going to evolve into this sort of player. Then now he's actually got the ability to score pretty well, pretty consistently.
Those muscle buckets, eh?
Yeah, bro. He's used to hitting the target.
He doesn't miss. He lands his hits.
Yeah, he always hits. Always hits that man. He's a hit. Yeah, more hits than MJ in the 90s.
He's a lights out shooter.
Yeah. But overall, no, pretty good deal. I mean, also another team, the Bucks. I mean, they got Pat Bev. I mean, they said that they wanted to get more defense. That's a pretty interesting deal. I mean, I don't necessarily think one player is going to transform you the way that they think it's going to, because I still have the same skepticism about, you got Beverly, cool, but there's one other guy there that can't defend. Name is Damian Lillard. So
yeah,
but you got a player that's going to play 10 minutes a game, It's not going to make a hell of a difference.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. But then, what their backup before was Campaign. I feel like it's a huge upgrade.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah, well, Cameron Payne just kind of reinforces your weaknesses that you have with Damian Lillard. And
I thought you'd go all out and try to get Mikal Bridges or something. Somehow make that work.
Go out with what?
Yeah, you can't really trade Chris Middleton or Bobby Porter. So they're pretty kind of capped over there, right, in Milwaukee in terms of getting some good, 3-and-D players.
Yeah. And if they, I don't even know how many second round picks they had, but if they wanted to use those, the best player they probably could get would be Furkan Korkmaz. So he's not going to get you buckets in the thing. But Patrick Beverley could win you a quarter in the playoffs. He could that's the kind of thing. He's got a Campaign can probably just steady the ship at his ceiling.
Patrick Beverley could probably win you the play-in tournament game. That's about it.
Play-in tournament MVP, man, the first ever one. But I like a nice deal I like though was Royce O'Neal, because I feel like going to the Suns, I feel like the Suns needed.
How did they pull that off?
Yeah,
how did they pull that off?
So I was like, man, someone off those the Nets players, all those guys had to go. I felt like you just need to move, or not all of them, but you had to move some of them. I thought they would have moved Dorian Finney-Smith. So I was kind of looking Dorian Finney-Smith, where's he going to go? Then all of a sudden, Royce O'Neal's the guy that moves, and he's going to the Suns. That's the team that actually needed him. And I'm like, man, you could probably try to get a little bit more, but Suns don't really have much to give up anyway. And adds into that team. He fits in nicely, man.
They gave the
Nets gave up a first round pick to get Royce O'Neal too, and they gave him up for a second round.
That's a finesse of the cinch, man. He fits in nicely with that team. You see what they already have. They've got a nice little, obviously good wing players, and then he kind of jumps in there, another good wing player that can knock down the three, and he can defend pretty well. So now you probably got him. Grayson Allen today when they were playing the Warriors was defending Steph a lot. I don't know how, Grayson Allen's a really good. Yeah, he tries his best. I don't know if he's as good a defender as Royce O'Neal, but so I think O'Neal brings that. And then obviously they've got the scoring, and that's a good move, man. The Suns are a very dangerous team that you don't want to play, and now they're just getting that 1% better. But I mean, if you're getting 1% better and you keep doing that, bro, and buy market, I don't know if they can't do anything actually, but
they're gonna play in some fire buy a series in the playoffs. Like,
yeah, 100%.
The West. I feel like there's not going to be a series that's not going to be a good watch.
I think they're all going at least like 6. We're probably even looking at, remember that year when there was all those series that went 7 games in the first round? I think in the West this year, bro, you might get the same thing because the way that these teams are all have tooled up in the trade market and then also the buyout market will become a big factor as well. Like, you look at these teams, bro, it's just the top 4 seeds already show you because the top 4 seeds are always separated by like 1 game. And then now these teams.
The top 4 seeds are like kind of dipping a wee bit as Clippers. They're still going good. They lost that game to the Pelicans, but
but they're all sitting on 16 or 17 losses. So it's literally just that one game that separates them. And then you've got that next tier, which is like the Suns, the Kings, the Mavs, the Pelicans, then obviously the playing teams. So you look at that, you're like, bro, like, my goodness me. It's got to be a war zone to get out of the West. But it makes it good for us as fans because we're going to get series after series. That's a banger, bro. Yeah, I mean, trade market going off. Lots of good trades. Same thing, though. After some of these guys have been traded, now they're entering the buyout market. Buyout market is going to be massive for some of these teams that, like the Lakers, who say they're built for the playoffs. And, the move started over the last 2 days. Spencer Dinwiddie got added by the Los Angeles Lakers yesterday, and then all of a sudden today, Kyle Lowry gets added to the Philadelphia 76ers. So what's your thoughts on the buyout market and how much of a factor do you think is going to play in for the contenders, and also like basically add in another element? Like, what key players do you think are going to be in their buyout market going to be key to some championship contenders if they get them?
Those 2 are the biggest by far, I think. Kyle and Spencer. Like the Lakers definitely needed someone, but yeah, I don't know if he's a big guy. But yeah, the 76ers also, I rate that one. They're building out a nice team.
That's a good team, man.
I think Kyle Lowry's day is done. He's got the experience, like he's won a championship, but he's not really a good basketball player anymore.
I like Lowry, man. I think Lowry because I think he's still a good player. I really actually do. I really think he's a good player still. Like, I think the Philly, considering who they've got Cameron Payne now. They've already got Tyrese Maxey. Then now you get Kyle Lowry with more like additional maturity coming off the bench. He can come in. He can give you threes. He can come in, be a solid playmaker defensively. Even though he's a thickums, but he's always been a capable defender, especially a capable team defender. So I think he helps that team. He really does.
Yeah, he can make big plays down the stretch. That's the most important thing, I think.
And defensively, he's always bank on him to get you a charge.
The young fella they played today played well. That Council the Fourth, or whatever his name is, he looked bloody good too. Paul Reed's playing well.
Paul Reed is nice.
Paul Reed better keep it up, man, because when Embiid's off the court in the playoffs, he's gonna need to keep the same momentum. But it's good for his confidence, I think, especially being able to get thrust into this role where he's kind of had to play big minutes and he's gonna have to do it for another 2-3 weeks. So I think it'll be good for his confidence come playoff time because now the coaches have confidence in him. They know he's capable, and himself as well. He knows he's capable, even though they've been losing the games. I think for him individually, it's good.
What about the Lakers? What do you guys think about Spencer?
Nothing.
No, I really don't want.
It's in Shitty Island, mate.
Yeah,
Kuzma's got into his
head. He's been traded by the same team in back-to-back trade deadlines.
Yeah,
and he's also been waived just so a team could save $1.5 million.
He's been traded like 4 seasons in a row.
Yeah.
Oh no, he signed with the Wizards. I thought he got traded to the Wizards. He got signed with the Wizards, traded to the Mavericks, traded to the Nets.
I don't know why we got Thing, man. I don't even know why we got freaking Spencer Dinwiddie. Like, because there's that whole thing that he wasn't trying to make shots, he was playing bad on purpose. No, he wasn't. And plus, like, you're adding a guy who's shooting 38% from not from 3, 38% from the field as everything. And I'm like, bro, like, oh Lord Jesus, I wanted some help for LeBron, not this, bro. Like, I mean, I'd rather take Schroeder, man. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. What does that even do for you? Like, you've already got D'Angelo Russell, so I'm like, bro, like, what are we doing? That's an additional guy who can handle the ball, play make, but he's not shooting very well. I mean, maybe he's playing with LeBron, he'll get some open shots, but as a whole, but I'm not a fan of this deal, bro. We should have. DeJounte Murray should be a Laker. I'm pissed about it, man.
It was never gonna happen.
Go. Yeah, but Dinwiddie to Lakers. I don't know if I'm a fan, but like I said, I'm happy to be proven wrong. I hope he proves me wrong, especially come playoff time, because Lakers, we need something. LeBron's 39, gonna be 40 next season. Hope he doesn't come back as a Laker. Hope he goes to I don't know, some good team. But I mean, we'll see. But the player that I'm really looking at is Marcus Morris Sr. That's the guy who I like for any team that's contending, because I just like his ability. He's got the ability to score. He's not a liability on defense. He's similar to him and Bojan Bogdanovic. I think he's like a better version of Bojan in a way. So I like any team he goes to.
Okay, that's an interesting take. But
he's not better than Bojan.
Bojan's way more of a shot maker. I
don't know, man. I think Marcus Morris can make shots at the same clip. That's just me.
I'll see what the stats say.
Bro, he's good, bro. And he's got the ability to post. I mean, he's same as Bojan. He's got the ability to post up on little defenders, go get you easy buckets, and bring him off the bench. He's started when he was on the Clippers. Like, he's a good player, bro. Like, take him to, let's say, for example, I don't know if the Nuggets got the ability to do it with that new rule, but if the Nuggets got him off the bench and then they've got Peyton Watson, Christian Brown coming off the bench with Marcus Morris, Reggie Jackson, DeAndre Jordan, bro, GG's. Or even do like what Markieff Morris did, come to the Lakers, bro, or maybe another team. Let's think. The Bucks could use some stuff off the bench, bro. You know?
Yeah. If you got on the Bucks, I like that for the Bucks.
So like I said, bro, he's a good player.
Bojan's a 16 point per game career player, and Marcus Morris is 12 points.
Yeah, and a 40% from 3 career player.
Well, man,
Marcus Morris averages 6.7 points this year, and Bojan averages 20.
Look what team Bojan is playing for, bro. Bojan is playing for literally.
Look what team Marcus is playing on. Oh, no team at the moment.
He was playing for Philly, bro. Look what he was doing. Bro, of course in Philly he wasn't going to touch the ball. And beats averaging 37 points, bro.
One got traded, one got waived.
Hey, bro, like you just see Bojan, bro. When OG comes back, he'll be off the bench as well, bro. And watch that 20 points plummet to like 12.
But yeah, you can definitely plug in like Morris in way more teams, and it would elevate the ceiling a lot more. Everyone loves a good wing. Everyone loves a wing that can defend.
For all the Bojan praises, I just want you guys to go watch a game that happened about 2 weeks ago when the Pistons played the Clippers. And I want you to go watch the fourth quarter, and I want you to tell me that Marcus Morris is not better than Bojan Bogdanovic. So just do that. Don't watch the whole game. Just watch the fourth quarter. Actually, go watch the last 5 minutes.
Play them back to back.
Go watch what they did to them. Go watch what Kawhi was doing. Go watch what they did to him. They just went and killed that man.
What did we do to deserve you tell us to go watch a Pistons game? Because that actually sounds like harassment.
Tell me, I live bet the game, so I had to watch it because I was getting a little bit stressed. I was like, whoa, this game's getting a little bit close. I have to watch this. And then Kawhi and PG started.
He was getting traded. I don't blame the guy. He knew he was getting traded. I don't blame the guy.
So is that why he got blown by on purpose? Because he knew he was getting traded?
Yep.
No, it's because he played for the Pistons, so he started to hate basketball.
Well, he must have hated Monty Williams too, bro. Like, who wouldn't, to be fair, the way that team's going. But, like, actually, shout out the Pistons because they're finally giving freaking Jaden Ivey, who should have been getting minutes 100 years ago. Now he's played like 48 minutes the other day, bro. There you go. It's about damn time. People are disrespecting Jaden Ivey too much. It's about time he got some minutes.
The guy that was getting minutes over him literally got waived. So it makes no sense. Like, especially because Jaden Ivey was the 4th pick. What was it, last year or the year before? Like, what are you doing?
So, that ties into buyout market nicely because Killian Hayes, bro, where's Killian Hayes going?
Yeah, the Wollongong Sharks are going to pick him up. Is what's going to happen.
Time to learn Chinese, buddy. It's time to go. Yeah. Hey, first class. Hey, actually, because he's made some millions in his career, so it's first class flight straight into Guangdong, bro. He's going to enjoy himself, you know. Killian Hayes from France is used to eating snails, so. In China, some of the foods, you know, they've got some nice cuisines over there. So, brother, enjoy yourself over there. Oh, he might play with Boogie Cousins. Boogie Cousins is over there, I'm pretty sure. Or is he in the Philippines? One of the two. But
he could join Dwight Howard with the Taiwan.
Oh yeah, Dwight's been trying to recruit some of the players. He keeps on putting out all those TikToks. So now he's finally got a nice little French guard. Not the same Tony Parker mold as we all thought initially, but boom, go link up with Dwight. Go chuck him some lobs, brother. Enjoy yourself. But that's interesting. I mean, good players on that buyout market. Another guy, Gallo as well. I hope Gallo goes to a good home. Same as some of these guys. Like, I'll just read up some other names. You got we talked about Marcus Morris. You got Gallo. You got even Fournier in there as well. Some low key players who are on that market. So even Fournier, I mean, he's not an amazing defender, but if a team's looking for some shooting, bring him in. Same thing. Like, I'm just looking at contenders really. But some of these contenders, obviously with the rules, maybe might not be able to get these guys. So Fournier, brother, if you like SoCal, pull up. We're looking for you. Come to the Lakers. We are taking on anyone since we took on Dinwiddie. So pull up.
Is KPJ able to be signed this year?
I think he's going to be.
Is he under suspension?
I think he's doing a movie at the moment. Longest Yard Part 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, if KPJ is in prison, Miles Bridges should be in prison. So what's the difference? KPJ's girlfriend literally dropped the charges and everything.
Well, KPJ, pull up. Same thing. Pull up to the Lakers. Come to SoCal, brother. Everyone, like I said, Rob Pelinka wants to take on all these freaking people.
Serious,
One thing I'm surprised about though is like a couple of teams. I thought it would be similar to, like, I thought some teams would get themselves in a position where they can beat the Nuggets. That's kind of the main thing I've been looking at. I feel like, in 2015, 2016, the thing was you wanted to beat the Warriors, so you got a lot of shooters, and that started the trend. Whereas now I feel like the best player in the league is quite clear. It's Jokic, and I'm like, especially if you're in the West, I'm surprised that, the Lakers especially didn't add another big body in there, because I'm like, you've got AD. He got destroyed by Jokic. Jackson Hayes just didn't have the ability to do anything on Jokic. So I'm surprised that they haven't gone out and got, another additional big body that can play on the court and guard Jokic when you need him to. Oh, yeah, when you need them to.
Yeah, but
no one can guard Jokic.
Yeah, if you go get a big, strong defensive guy who can't really score the ball that well, Jokic isn't a good defender, so it's not like you're taking advantage of that. I feel like you might as well just, stick with what you're doing. A lot of these guys have good big guys who are good at scoring. That's probably more the way to go to beat Jokic.
Man, I don't know, bro. Remember what they did to him in that playoff series in the bubble, bro? Like, they threw all the bodies at him. McGee, Dwight, then they had AD as the third guy, and they were able to neutralize him a lot.
That was before Jokic's final big leap to, all-time greatness.
That's not MVP Jokic.
I don't know, man. He said in an interview on the podcast with MPJ the other day, he said that's the thing. That's the kryptonite, man. Big bodies after big bodies. That's what is able to slow him down. He even said it, bro. So I'm like, maybe get some bring the gang back together. Get Dwight on a first class fight from Taiwan. Pull up JaVale McGee. We'll get him on a little buyout from Sacramento. Come back. We'll run it back with the crew. In the NBA right now, what do you think is our worst contract? Who's the team that's sitting on a contract that's awful?
Zach LaVine. He has to be the worst contract. He's still got like a few years left for it's the 2026, 2027 season. It's just a massive contract. He'll be earning over $50 million in that last year.
Oh, and my Lord.
They're doing better without him. That's the thing as well. And he's out for the season, so they're paying him all this money, and he's not even going to play. It has to be the worst contract.
Bradley Beal's contract's so big too.
Well, Bradley Beal's one I don't mind because he's actually like helping a team be competitive, and his numbers are like, he's a player that can fit on a team that's actually trying to win.
And at the end of the day, they knew what he was getting paid, and they were like, we still see value in him, so we're going to trade for him. There was demand out there. Zach LaVine's still young, and there's no demand out there for him with that contract at all.
It's the no trade clause that's the killer.
For Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
He waived it, so it's all good.
Yeah, he waived it. But Zach LaVine, where is it? Like, if you're this age, like I don't think he's not even 30. And teams aren't wanting you on this deal. Yeah, and teams aren't wanting you on that sort of like deal. That tells you everything you need to know. Like, brother, you have a terrible contract. No, like, brother, if you're 32 and teams didn't want that, okay, that makes sense. But you are 27, bro.
I do think he could be
27. Is he 27?
He has to be 20. He can't be that old. He's the same age as like Cat and all them. Like
2014 draft.
Yeah, 9 years. 18 when he was drafted. 18 plus 9, 27. Might need to go back to school here, bud.
Surely he's older than 27. Surely.
Oh, he's older than 27. The max he'll be is 28.
My laptop's lagging out. Okay.
Oh my god.
Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi is not going great. We're gonna get it. 28 years old.
There you go. 1 year older. So he's 28 years old, and no one wants him at age 28.
That is crazy.
Time to learn Chinese, buddy. It's time to learn, brother.
No, he doesn't have to learn Chinese until that contract's over. With that amount of money, no, he is not getting waived. They are holding on until the final day.
Age 28 and you're already in this situation. Like, bro. And that shows you everything you need to know about the guy, bro. Like,
a lot of it is the situation as well. What are the Chicago Bulls up to? They haven't made a trade for a player since 2021.
Oh, it's awful. It's awful, man. But like I said, if I'm the Bulls, this offseason, I'm doing everything I can to get rid of him, bro. Because you've seen this team now, bro. Like Kobe White's been able to elevate his game. He's been able to come. Like people are getting minutes and they're actually showcasing and like they're balling out, showing out. So I'm like, bro, like why do we need you? Like we pay you all this money when you play. We're actually worse. Why do we need you? I'm telling him, bro, kick rocks. We'll trade you somewhere else.
I reckon
and see what we can get.
And they could get like a really good young stud. Like I'm sure the Hawks would consider Zach LaVine for Kobe Buffkin.
Kobe Buffkin. Who's that? Down Hunter?
He's like a G leaguer that plays with the Hawks.
I thought you were using a name. I didn't even know that was a real guy.
That's Shabin's favorite player.
Right. He's the future. He's the future.
Oh,
I'm gonna go all out and get Kevin Eastbrook.
Oh yeah, Kevin Eastbrook. Shout out to him, bro. He's been solid over the last couple of years, man. But I hope he showcases himself and balls out.
He got cancelled. He got cancelled.
But my worst contract, Chris Middleton. I think, Chris Middleton, buddy, you're something, and it's not something good because the last year of that deal, of his deal that he's on right now, 3 years, will be 2025, 26, 34 years old, and he'll be getting paid $34 million with the player option, which he's definitely going to accept because there is no way this guy is got to get more than $34 million, so he's going to accept that. And the Bucks, bro, like at that point in time, you have a 35-year-old Damian Lillard, and then you have a 34-year-old Middleton who is already starting to decline now. Brother, that's a terrible contract, and I think the Bucks are going to be in a terrible position.
It is awful, but it is more the side effects of that contract. It is really just put the handbrake on the Bucks.
They can't do anything, man.
They've got no wiggle room. And the more the NBA and the more they change the CBA and they add all these things with the second apron and with all these restrictions on stuff, it's just made this contract worse and worse.
Yeah,
like that can't even. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Man, that was a perfect example. Like in the NFL, right? There's no way Chris Middleton would have ever got a fully guaranteed. Like if we're in the NFL system in the NBA, Chris Middleton would have got what? No way. Probably like 70% of that guaranteed. So that last 30%, which probably would be the last year, would be able to get off that deal. But because the way that the NBA works, bro, he gets all that money. And in that player option year, which is the age 34 year, $34 million, he knows he's not getting that. He'll accept that, and they'll be in a worse position by far.
I don't reckon it will change either. Like, no star player is ever going to, if they offer you a contract that's not fully guaranteed, you can be like, oh, I'll just leave.
Yeah, because someone else, it's always the situation. Someone else is always willing to offer you more money.
When there's 30 teams, you just need one of those 30 teams. Or, you need a couple of those teams to be interested in you. And most of the times, there is. There's always a number that's fully guaranteed for a player.
Shout out Kirk Cousins, NFL quarterback. No team would offer him the fully guaranteed deal. So where'd he go? Minnesota Vikings, 3-year, $84 million deal. Smartest QB, fully guaranteed. Same thing NBA. If they did that, players would just go to a terrible team. I don't mind that. I'll get my bag, bro.
If a team did that, Detroit would be like, well, mate, we'll guarantee you and your kids. Like, come on, just
that's what I think they'll do with Tobias Harris, bro. I think they'll give Tobias Harris the bag because Philly won't. Philly won't give him the bag. What? I mean, DeAndre Hunter, that's another terrible one. I don't like that deal whatsoever. But
the worst contract in the NBA. We didn't even actually mention it. It's not
Patrick
a player.
Williams.
Oh yeah, Please say Doc Rivers. Or are you gonna say
Monty Williams?
Still think it's Doc. I hate Doc, man.
No, Patrick Williams is about to get the worst contract in NBA history.
If
he gets $200 million, man, I'm paying $500 and trying out for the G League like Jonathan.
Oh, what's that guy? I remember that guy, Jonathan. What's his name? Oh, Jonathan Simmons. Is that his name?
Yeah.
I'm paying $500. I'm going trying out for the G League.
Yeah, there's no chance that guy gets that money, bro. And yeah, if Patrick Williams gets that money, then DeAndre Hunter is going to be MVP next year because none of that shit's happening. But follow up, guys. Part 2 from what we discussed last episode. Teams that we are up and down on. Giving you guys a little bit of verdict. Some of these teams going to the second half of the season post All-Star. Who's up? Who's down? Who's got the potential to go all the way? Who's going to be a bust? First team, Los Angeles Clippers, team with the best record, I think, since early December. Are we up or down on the Los Angeles Clippers?
Oh, got to be up, eh? Kawhi's creeping into the MVP conversation. They're looking good. I only say that now because Ethan's not on the podcast today.
If Ethan was on, down, hella down.
Down on the Clippers. Down on the Clippers.
Nah, I'm down. Yeah, I'm actually down on the Clippers though. Nah, I'm up on the Clippers actually. Yeah, I think the Clippers are on the way up. Yeah, but I think they're there. They're definitely started to mold together. They've started to figure it out. Like James Harden said, scary hours once we figure it out, and it definitely has been a little bit scary for the league because they're starting to take over. They had a few bumps in the road. I think they lost to the Pelicans. I think it was the other day. But other than that, they've been well-oiled machine. They're winning the games that they're supposed to win. And come playoff time, I think that's the real test. Same thing. I kind of want to skip to the playoffs and see how they do there because, you've got some guys, like I said, Paul George the last time. Oh, no, it was good the last time he was there. But he's just got that stigma that he's a choker, which I think he's proven that he's actually not back when he was on the Pacers. Then 2021, I think the year when Kawhi got hurt. And even, the year 2021, I think when Kawhi was hurt, he took over, was able to do stuff there. So, can they do it in the playoffs? Can they take over? Can they go all the way? Because I don't want to pick the Nuggets. I feel like in the Nuggets, I've kind of backed them and said, they're going all the way. I think it'll be boring if someone goes back to back. I like this little trend we're on right now of a different champion every single year. So, with that being said, your NBA champions will not be the Los Angeles Clippers.
I am not throwing all my eggs in one basket on a team at the moment. It's just that West is so stacked. It's
too hard.
But the 8 teams that make the West playoffs are probably 8 out of the 10 best teams in the league.
I'll say 8 out of the 12. Plus, I don't think I feel in the West you're getting done pretty bad because some of those teams in the East might be able to sweep in the first round, whereas in the West. Yeah, like we're saying before, I think you're going 6 in most of those first round series, if not all.
Yeah, the games, the playoffs are going to be lit this year. The West is.
Well,
you got to be excited to watch their basketball. It's going to be amazing.
Clippers are nice though. The Clippers, I want to see them go deep.
Yeah, so you got them up. You're up as well.
I'm hugely up. Up on the Clippers.
Okay, but so we'll do something since we're all up. What's the prediction right now? Where do you think they finish? Where do you think the road ends? They end in June, lifting Larry O'Brien, or where do you think they end?
I think it's going to be a 7-game conference finals, and whoever wins that is going to win the finals. Whether it's the Clippers, the Nuggets, or whoever else.
Yeah.
It's too hard to say. It's too hard to say. It's.
Yeah,
so that's why it's a prediction. That's why we said make a prediction.
Okay, I'll
West Finals probably losing the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say West semifinals to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Finals.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah,
the LA.
Yeah,
like I said, bro, you'll see. So I got the semifinals.
The Lakers will be the team that loses in the first round.
You'll see, bro. You'll see. You'll see. Yeah. But no, that's all right. Next team, up or down on. Been on a thing at the moment. The Oklahoma City Thunder been on a bit of a down patch. Are we up or down on them though? The rest of the season going forward.
I'm up, and like I feel like you can't not be up on them really because they're so early on into their rise, and like it would have to go absolutely disastrously wrong for them to not continue getting better. If they're losing games at the moment, they've got a good coach. All the players have got good heads on their shoulders. They're going to be learning from it. They're going to be growing. Like, yeah, they're in a bit of a rough patch at the moment, but I can't see them falling out of the top four. I would love to see them win at least one playoff series. I think that'd be the only. It would be a disappointment if they lost, but yeah, they need to get some size at the center position. Get some more good rebounders, but they're bright. They're huge up. I'd be disappointed if anyone stays down.
I'll say out mainly because they signed Gordon Hayward. Like Josh Giddey is, he's being replaced by Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward will be good for them, especially on the perimeter. Like Josh Giddey he's the problem for the Thunder. I feel like.
He's got such a high ceiling, and he's had such a mixed bag this season. He's gone like up till recently, he was on a bit of a tear, and then he's kind of dropped off again. But that start of the season form.
It's now the centers are guarding Josh Giddey instead of Chet. Like
which is your problem.
The forwards are taking Chet on the three, so like today the Mavericks played them, and Gafford was just sitting in the paint. Help defense on Shea, and it definitely hurt the Thunder today. And teams are going to pick up on that, and it's going to hurt Shea in the playoffs too if Josh Giddey is wide open in the corner and can't handle shots.
Yeah, Giddey won't get big minutes in the playoffs. I think that's why Hayward's a nice, good insurance policy because Hayward, you'll be able to play him on there. He can hit the three. It allows Chet to have the ability to go one-on-one with actual centers, and that's when he's able to just destroy and go to work or open up the floor because they have to respect his three-point shot. But going forward, same thing. I am up on the Thunder because, like I said, just going back to the first half of the season, no expectation. Second half of the season, it still carries over, right? There's no expectation for them to be in this position. I think whatever happens this season is all beneficial. It's all good. Even if they got in the first round, who cares? In my opinion, who cares? Your expectation wasn't to win a championship. This will be great learning experience because if you think about it, the way that they would have grown then, even whatever round they go out in, last year they lost in the play-in. They've used that as a learning experience. They've all gotten better, come back. J-Dub has gotten better. Shea has come back even better. Chet's come back plugged in, being an amazing player. Come in the first round, maybe you lose. Okay, if you make it the second round, okay, you lose, whatever. You take that. All good. You use that same experience like you did last time. Go back to the drawing board, build again. You might have the ability to go add someone in free agency or come back with the same guys, much improved. And then you go again next year where there'll be actual expectation. I think next year, that's when you start, it's time, next season. But for this season, I'm up going forward. I think they've done what they're supposed to do. Keep using that experience, keep growing. And like I said, my prediction, I said this 3 years ago, they're going to win 2 titles before the end of this decade. So book it. I think they'll do it.
Titles by the end of this decade. Yeah, well, when you think about it, that kind of, you can talk yourself into that because like their second and third best player would be really surprising to see, to not see them be all-stars over the next 5 years. Like J-Dub, he's got a deep bag, and Chet, like his ceiling is so high. It doesn't have the ceiling of Wembanyama, but like he's got a really, really high ceiling. Like I reckon all NBA first, second kind of ceiling.
And all-star, 100%. I agree.
He's got a deep bag of zest. That's what he's got. That's what it's sus.
Where have you been? Bro, that thing is all over my TikTok. I just can't get on. I think I might reset my TikTok, bro. I can't keep seeing that. It's just too much.
And like the thing I like the most is like everyone's talking about how there's less and less Americans in the NBA, and they went out and got Abraham Lincoln to come play. So like he's true blue. So
no, that's good. So we all up on the Thunder. That's good. We're good. We're positive. So that's 2 straight ups. Now I'm very fascinated to see this next one. Next team, are we up or down on the New York Knickerbockers?
Okay, well, up again.
Oh, you're up.
Yeah, up.
Are you down?
They've made big trades.
Oh, yeah, up and up.
They've made big trades. We got to just ride it out for the end of the season, see how well they do. OG's out for 3-4 weeks or whatever. Hopefully he comes back. I'd like to see the Knicks make a good run in the playoffs. First time in years.
I'd love to see a good Jalen Brunson series where he just comes out and demolishes the team. I feel like he's that kind of dog who's just going to be an animal in the playoffs for years and years to come.
Speaking of the animal, Batista, thumbs up, thumbs down. All down on the Knicks, bro. Down on the Knicks. Don't give a fuck about your moves. Down on the Knicks. Down on the Knicks. Bro, you think that stuff did anything for me? You think those trades convinced me? Hell no. Hell no. Didn't convince me, bro. Like I said, they could win the first round, but I don't think they can win after that. No way.
So you reckon second round exit?
Second round exit. No chance. I don't think they've got a. Like I said, I love Jalen Brunson, but like I said, this is not the season. Next season, after they trade Julius Randle, that's when it'll be time. This season, nah.
Yeah. So what? Are they the fourth seed at the moment?
Fourth seed, so they get home. I think they'll definitely get home court advantage. That's why I think they'll win round one.
Oh, yeah, because second round they'll have the Celtics.
Yeah. So I don't think they can beat the Celtics. No chance. Hell no. So next I'm down. Next I'm down. You can call me a hater, but like I said, I just think the situation doesn't line up. I don't think they can beat the Celtics in the second round. And even if they face someone else, let's say for example, let's say they finish fourth seed right now, right? So the Knicks would have to lose. If they finish third seed, first round, who are they facing? Let's see. Would it be Indiana Pacers? Could it be the Indiana Pacers? Okay. They could beat the Pacers. They could beat the Pacers.
And then second round, who would they face?
So then second round, if you finish third, second round, you're facing the Cavs. The winner of the Cavs and Magic, who I think would be the Cavs.
I back them against the Cavs.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so if they finish third and then it's the Cavs in second, okay, then okay. But if they finish where they are right now, which is fourth, goodbye in the second round and goodbye Julius Randle. Pack up your condo in Manhattan. You are going to somewhere else that's not New York. Sorry.
Yeah.
Next verse, Heat, who you got?
Next.
I can't pick that because what round? What round would it
be? First round. So they play them in the first round.
Give me. I just don't know, bro. I have to give the Heat. I would have to say the Heat. I just don't think I can trust the Knicks, man. I just don't think I can.
Yeah,
bro.
The Heat are a different demon in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a combination of that and the fact that Julius Randle plays so bad against the Heat and just in the playoffs in general. So I'm like, bro, the Heat Spoelstra just knows how to. Guys who aren't built really built like that for the playoffs, Spoelstra knows how to shut them down badly and almost to a point embarrass them. And I feel like that's all.
This zone, the Heat zone defense is also so good.
Yeah, but even when they go
they run their zone,
even if they go to man-to-man defense, they're still able to they're able to contain Julius because the way that they help on him, it just makes it tough for him. And him passing out of double teams for some reason against the Miami Heat, he just turns into just the worst passer, just gives away the ball for free. So that'll be another thing. Just double him, force the ball out of his and Brunson's hands, force everyone else to beat you. Then, first round. But give me the Knicks.
As well. They got Burks. They got other guys. OG. You can't forget about them.
When he plays the Celtics in that second round series, I'm gonna this whole clip right here when I've been talking about Bogdan, I'm just gonna play that alongside him when he's getting blown by Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's going by him, Jaylen Brown's going by him, Derek White's going by him. Yeah. I'm like, I try to tell you guys. Good luck to the Knicks though. Good luck to the Knicks, but I am down. But you two are up, right? You two are up.
Yeah.
But only because of the recent moves.
I was up. I wasn't up on them saying they were going to win the championship. I was just going to say I like them as my third favorite team in the East.
Yeah, Okay. No, I respect it. I respect it. On to a team in the West. A team in the West that we were talking about earlier. Made some nice little moves. Added PJ Washington. Added Daniel Gafford. The Dallas Mavericks. Are we up or down on them going forward the rest of the season?
I'm down.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm up on them.
Yeah, they made some nice moves, but like, show me a good like winning streak or something. Move up the standings. I feel like PJ Washington, Gafford, they're not gonna get you to the conference finals. Yeah, I just want to see the results. Yeah, we even got
big energy players. Big energy players on the Mavs.
Was that?
I feel like they take a lot of the pressure off Luka, like just being lob threats where Luka can just drive, do his little slow thing, and then just pop it off to one of the bigs. PJ Washington's the deadly 3-point shooter in the corner. And I don't
know. They were good today when the Thunder didn't know what to expect, but like over time, teams are going to be able to game plan for it. So yeah,
game plan for Luka. How do you do that?
No, game plan for Gafford and PJ Washington. They can eliminate those guys as threats.
Yeah, because you've seen that. Like once you kind of play, you see Luka in the playoffs all the time. If you let Luka beat you, cool, beat us, don't care, score 45.
Yeah. These other guys. Is Kyrie going to be healthy?
Yeah, what can the other guys do? So are the other guys going to be healthy? So it's like it's difficult to gauge.
They don't have Seth Curry anymore either. So yeah, it's not like that. It's all. I know. I just don't think this has moved the needle for me too much. Like, I reckon. They might win. I can't see them making it out of the first round if they don't have home court advantage.
Well, they're not. They're not going to have home court advantage. It's pretty obvious.
I can't see them making it out of the first round.
So Trey, you're up on. So Trey, you're up. So Jed, you're down. Trey, are you up or you down?
Yeah, I'm up. I'm up on them.
What are you, Pete?
Down. Because I'm just looking at the long-term trajectory. Like, you think about it, Luka, same thing as what LeBron was in his career. Every single year, after a certain point, it becomes, now it's championship. You've made the conference finals. Now the expectation or the goal is to get some MVPs, make it to the finals, win a championship. And I just don't think any of these moves have got them closer if that's the goal. Same thing as I was saying last time about, was it the Heat? Yeah, your goal at every point in time is now, or every single season, is championship. I don't think they've got closer to that. Like, you've added some good pieces, that are, good additional pieces, but I still think wing defender wise, they're lacking. Just don't know if I can trust Kyrie to be healthy come playoff time. I feel like the defensive effort, although Lucas said that he's worked to become more, put more effort in defensively, still lacks defensively. And like I said, we've seen that in games. That Celtics game 2 weeks ago, perfect example. The Celtics said, "Oh, you can cook us on offense? Cool. Come back down. Whoever Luke is guarding, come up and screen Jason Tatum. Go 1-on-1 Jason Tatum." And it was blow by central. And as much as Luka can say, look, I love Luka. He's probably my favorite player to watch other than LeBron. But defensively, bro, no, it's just not happening. I think I'm down. If the goal is championship, which I think it is for them, down. So we have built all over. So, Tracy's the only one that's up. Me and Jed are down purely because of the expectation that we believe that they have. So, okay, that's fine. Mavs, down on the Mavs, man. Well, good. Well, fellas, a little bit interesting this week. Got something for you. So, told you guys, we got a trivia question for you. So, this week in the NBA, Kobe, Bean, Bryant got the statue up in LA. The first of 3 is what we heard as well.
I could draw a better statue than that with my eyes closed.
Well, they did say that eyes were deceiving. What you saw on the thing was deceiving. Actually, in person, they said it looked pretty good. But yeah, Vanessa Bryant in her speech said that that's the pose that Kobe picked. So if you don't like it, then what was it, kick rocks or something like that? She said. But yeah, got me thinking. What in the NBA, right? Which other players have got their statue up at a location, at one of the NBA locations? So there's including Kobe, there's 13 players who've got a statue at one of the NBA arenas. So who are the other 12?
Dirk's got a fading one.
Yeah, so I went and seen the Dirk one, Absolutely.
Okay,
amazing.
so here we go. So you can do it. We'll get you guys to do it together because I got the list here, so I'll get you guys to do it together. So you got it. So first one's easy. You got Kobe. Then second one, you guys got Dirk. Okay, so you're 2 in. You got 11 to go.
Jordan.
Yeah, you got Jordan.
Nah,
Yep.
Jordan does not have one.
Michael Jordan, you.
Yeah, he does. I think you mean Jordan Farmer, bro. You did.
Oh, yeah, but he's got one. I'm sure he's got one at washed up high school.
Oh, don't do this.
Is it?
Okay, so
John Wall doesn't have one, does he? Oh, he's got a mural. Is it?
Who's John Wall? John Wall. Okay,
he's got a mural. I think.
Bro, statue, bro. Come on, man. Okay, statue. Come on now.
There's heaps of the Lakers. So you've got Kareem at the Lakers. Do you have Chris?
Shaq.
Is Kareem with the Lakers? Is it with the Lakers?
Shaq.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, so you guys got Kareem. Okay, so you got Kareem. Yep.
Shaq.
Yeah, you got Shaq. Yep.
Shaq. Baylor. You got Baylor.
Yep.
Does Jerry West have one? I feel like
Jerry West does have one indeed as well. Yep.
Yep. Other teams then as well.
Okay, so you guys have got
does Larry Bird have one?
7
does
at the
Larry
moment.
Bird have one?
Larry Bird indeed does have one. There you go.
So then you've got to have.
Oh wait,
Bill Russell.
Hold on a second. I did not put Larry Bird down on here. Oh my god, my list is officially actually in a situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep naming names though.
Bill Russell. I feel like Bill Russell's definitely got to have one. 11 championships.
So do the Celtics just have none?
Bill Russell does have one. No, Larry Bird has one. So does Bill Russell apparently. Let me just fact check over here, guys, because what I saw might have just been incorrect. But you guys are on the right track, so keep going.
Karl Malone.
Yes, indeed. Karl Malone does have one in front.
And I feel like Stockton's got one.
Yep, Stockton does have one. Malone does have one as well.
So how many we at?
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at the moment. You're missing 1, 2.
KG. Does KG have one 3. For the T-Wolves?
No, he does not. KG does not have one.
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce does not have one. Paul Pierce does not have one.
Dwayne Wade doesn't have one, does he?
No, but Dwayne Wade's one is coming soon, apparently, is what I heard. So that could have been one, but doesn't count. Doesn't count. It's coming, though.
Reggie Miller. Does Reggie Miller have one? For
Reggie Miller does not have one.
Yeah.
I thought.
And did Duncan have one at?
Tim Duncan does not have a statue, no.
No. Just trying to think of the teams out there. Anyone from the Pistons?
From the Pistons?
Does Big O?
No.
Big O?
Big O does. Big
Hakeem?
O. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Big O does not have one.
Hakeem?
You guys are missing a pretty easy one. I don't know if you said him before. Lakers.
Oh, Will Chamberlain.
Magic Johnson.
What? There you go.
I did say Magic, by the way.
Okay, I thought that's what I was saying. I was like, I thought one of you guys might have said it earlier. But you did get Walt right. But what team? It's not the Lakers.
Philadelphia.
The Warriors.
Yes, got it with Philadelphia. Okay. There is a couple here that are left. Okay. I won't say the teams just yet because it'll make it a little bit easier. So I'll start giving you some hints. So you've got
Westbrook's still playing.
OG. You've got I'm trying to get
LeBron's got one for Cleveland, does he?
No.
Ewing? Does Ewing have one?
Ewing does not have one. Did you guys say Julius Erving?
I just said Irving, just said Julius Erving.
Yep, there you go. Julius Erving, boom.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yes. Apparently he does. On
before.
NBA.com they say he does it, but they say he does of other sources. So we'll count that.
I also just said Hakeem before.
Okay.
I did not hear Hakeem, but
okay, there's another guy. I'll make this one easy. There's another guy on the Bulls that apparently has one, which I don't think is true. Jed, can you confirm for us? Does Pippen have one there?
No, I haven't been. I didn't go to Chicago.
Okay. All right. They say he does on here, so I'll just put it in, but he's not on my official one. There's 2 more that are very difficult. I'll give you an opportunity to
Clyde
get them. No. Come on, man, don't do that. He is. Let me think of a way to give you the clue. Amazing dunker.
Dominic Wilkins.
There you go, Dominic Wilkins.
I was thinking Dominic because I feel like there was one of someone dunking. Yeah. Is he dunking in it?
I think so. I don't have the pictures with me, but I think he might be because surely human highlight reel, you have to. This is now the last one is a very difficult one. Lakers.
It's not, but it can't be Byron Scott. Can't be someone like that.
Who says it's not, bro?
Is it actually?
No. It's AC Green.
Oh, AC Green, yeah.
No, it's not AC Green.
Oh,
Gasol? It's not Gasol, is it?
Nah, not Gasol. Got his jersey, but not the statue.
It is. It's early days.
Here's a clue. Oh, why can't I give you another one? Can I? They've got a basketball drill named after him. Famous drill. You go under the basket, do a ton of layups, both hands. They call
James Worthy.
No, 5 letters. Starts with an M. Lakers, but Minneapolis Lakers.
George Mikan.
There you go. Bing, bing, bing. There we go. All the players with statues. How good. I did not think you guys would get Mike.
I like that. That's good.
Well, I had to force all the clues out there because I was like,
I knew Lakers had so many. I knew the Lakers had so many.
I didn't realize the Lakers actually had that much.
Bro, the Lakers literally just give everyone a statue, bro.
Okay. You say they give everyone a statue, but those are they have 3 or 4 of the greatest players of all time in there.
Okay. Yeah. We'll be back again next week with another trivia question to challenge you a little bit. But that was pretty good. I did not think you guys would be able to reel off those statues that quick. I thought you guys would take a little bit more time. So that's some good historical knowledge from you fellas. Yeah, good stuff, man. Again, thank you so much for the support. To reiterate what the fellas said, we really appreciate it. We're going to keep the content coming out for you guys. We know you love it. We love producing it for you. More NBA to come, and I say we're getting closer and closer to the playoffs. Next time we release an episode, we're a week away from the All-Star game, so we love doing it. Actually, last thing, hey, San Francisco, if you're watching this from San Fran, down the 49ers, babies, Chiefs Nation all the way, Super Bowl, hey, tomorrow for us, New Zealand, Patty Mahomes put that MVP, Travis Kelce scored a touchdown, Isaiah Pacheco to go for 100 yards, it's happening back to back. I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I don't want the Niners to win. I hate Niner gang. Chiefs Nation up, baby. That is the Dunk Dynasty Podcast for another episode. We'll catch you again on the next one. Peace out.
Yep.